Hello guys, it's me Karthik. Hope you guys are doing really good. So in this video we are going to talk about JDBC client, which is a new feature added as part of Spring 3.2. Okay, so Spring 3.2 is providing this JDBC client. What is the purpose of this? Why we need to use all those things we are going to learn as part of today's tutorial. So basically JDBC client means what? It needs to connect to the database and do that DB related operations like insert, select, update, right? So you might be asking like there were some other libraries also available, right, which are doing the similar sort of thing. But if you're good at SQL and something, let me show you something like this where you are good at writing SQLs and you wanted to use a fluent API. Fluent API means something like this, where it's easy to understand, it's easy to maintain and modify. Okay, this is very similar to the REST client implementation. Okay, that's when JDBC client comes into picture. Okay, which is built on top of JDBC template and it provides an abstraction to connect to the database. Okay, something like this. So here I'm using JDBC client. That's it. Am I doing any configuration? No. Beneath this, Spring Boot will only take care of all the configurations. You simply need to start using as part of your application something like this. Okay, that's the major advantage of using JDBC client. Now, let's implement one example like this where I am going to create a table and insert the data into the table with the help of JDBC client. So in order to start using this, I need to create a Java application, right? Which is a Spring Boot application. So I am here in Spring Initializer and let me take a project something like JDBC client. Okay. I have taken something like this here com.jdbc client. Okay. Something like this I have taken. Okay. Now maybe JDBC dot client would be good. Okay, now I have taken a val packaging and Java of 21. Here what are the things I have added? Spring Web in order to create a controllers and create microservices. I have added this. Lombok will add me that setters and getters future easily. Spring data JPA, I wanted to connect to the database, so I have added this. Now let's generate this application. I hope you guys will follow the same thing. Okay, if you have some other libraries for your business requirement, please do add them as well. Okay, now let me copy paste it someplace, maybe somewhere here. Okay, now let me extract this. Okay, so somewhere here I have extracted. Now let me add that here. Okay, open with IntelliJ and here as part of this JDBC client I am opening this as a new project. Okay, now in my case I wanted to use MariaDB and as a SQL, and in your case you will be using something else as well. Okay, so let me get that MariaDB jar file here, I mean POM dependency here. Maybe something like MariaDB client will be there. MariaDB client, I believe. Yeah, I think this guy only. Okay, this is the one I needed. I wanted to connect with database, right? So I have opened here JDBC client. It is starting now. In the meantime, let me add this dependency as well, and this will start the it will start that dependent, resolving that. Okay, in the meantime what I can do is I can get other application properties related to database. Okay, something like dialect, username, password, database, data source URL. So all those things work here. So let me take those items. Okay, I don't think I need DDL update. I don't need that. Other items I need it. So let me take that and add it as part of my application properties. So here in resources, application properties, let me add them and refresh them. Okay, so here it is trying to do that dependencies. Okay, resolving the dependencies. Cool. Okay, and here I can use server dot port as well. Server dot port is equal to 9014. Okay, this will start that dependencies. Okay, cool, nice. Now here I am here, right? So let me create a package here called service package, and in this let me create a bookmark service. Bookmark service. Okay, this is nothing but my service. Before to that, let me execute this particular SQL so that I can create a table in my database. Okay, this is a table I have. Okay, I don't have this EDSQL up, so let me bring my EDSQL. This will connect with me to the database. Okay, so let me, do we have any? Yeah, okay, there is some data is there, that's okay. So let me drop this table, drop table bookmarks. So this is dropped. Select star from bookmarks. Is it there? No, does not exist. Good. Now let me create this here. This is nothing but big int varchar of 255, which is name, which is title, sorry, and URL here, and created. So here you could see what are there as part of this table. Table is nothing but this is having ID, which is a primary key, and title and URL, and created it. Okay, so let me execute this. So create table, yes, I think it got executed. Now let me do select a star from bookmarks table. Now you could see it got executed. Now what we need to do is, as part of this example, we need to insert the data into this particular bookmark table with the help of JDBC client. Okay, so what are the things we have? ID, title, and URL. Created it is a default field, so I don't need to worry. Let's create a projo of this type. So in order to do that, I need to take a package called model, and here inside this model, let me take a Java class called bookmarks. um, I think that should be good. Okay, bookmarks. So here private, this is long ID, and private string title, and private string what we have is URL. Okay, and this is nothing but at the rate data, next at the rate all args constructor, next at the rate no args constructor. Cool, we have these items with us. Okay, cool. Now we have this service, right? Let me take annotate with a service, and here let me take rx constructor so that I can do constructor injection. Okay, so private final JDBC client will be there. Now you could see it is coming from here, JDBC client. It is nothing but JDBC client. Okay, now let's create a method of void type as of now, private void insert record. Okay, record. We will take bookmarks as a field here, which this pojo we should insert into the table. Okay, so something like bookmarks. So as you can see here, we are not creating any entities here. We are not creating any JPL repositories, nothing. We have simply created this table. This you can do directly in your environment or with the help of some other, like Flyway, a sort of library also you can create that. Okay, so I have created something like this. Now what we need to do? Okay, so here let's first write the SQL, which is nothing but insert into what is the table name? Table name is nothing but bookmarks, right? So table name, and here values are nothing but ID, title, and URL. Okay, values. This is nothing but my SQL. Okay, now JDBC client dot here SQL. What is my SQL? This is nothing but my SQL. Now here we have this question marks, right? That means we need to pass on that values properly, right? So how can we do that? With the help of params list dot of, then bookmarks dot get ID. Okay, this is the first thing. Then bookmarks dot get title. Okay, then bookmarks dot get URL. Okay, get URL. These are the fields we have. Now let's update this. That means this SQL is going to be executed properly. Now what it is returning is, it is returning an integer value saying how many records were impacted. Here one record is getting returned, so that it is returning. Now let's return this particular value here. Let me take int so that I can show you how many records were getting created. Okay, so I have got this properly. This is my service. Now what I need to do, I need to create a controller as well, right? So let me take a package called controller. Now as part of this, let me take bookmarks controller, which is nothing but my rest controller, and this is rlux constructor and private final bookmark service. Okay, this is nothing but my service, and here this is the post mapping that we are doing. Okay, so at the rate post mapping, and value is equal to, let's say, like add bookmark. Okay, let's create a similar thing here, like public int add bookmark of, this is nothing but request body. So from our API input we are taking, so bookmarks is nothing but, let me take this. Okay, now we have the service, right? Now let's call that service directly here. Okay, why? Okay, this is private, I kept it, right? Okay, now cool, I think we are good to go. Let's run this and see what we can do. Okay, maven spring boot run. This should run our application. Okay, In the meantime, let me try to set up my postman so that I am good to use this. So this is the first time, but I think it might take little bit of time. Now you could see release version. Okay, release version is not supported. Okay. Okay, compiling, I think, okay, I think Java 21 is not there. So let me use one thing here in pom.xml. Instead of 21, let me take 17. 17 should be there, yeah. Let me resolve this Maven dependencies here. I think JDK 17, it is trying to pick now. Let's see, here it is trying to pick. Okay, in the meantime, 9014. Okay, I think you could see here our application is up and running. It 9014 is a 9014. Yes, I have used 9014. And what is my controller here? Add a bookmark. So this is nothing but add a bookmark, and bookmarks is this. Okay, I think we are good to go here. Okay, let me click on send. You could see one. Okay, so if I use this select star, sorry, select star, yeah, you could see one record got inserted. Now let me insert with the same name with different value, different URL. I could see two records will be there, right? Cool. Now in our next video, we are going to select the number of records based on the title. Okay, so let's get into that directly in next video. Hello guys, it's me Karthik. Hope you guys are doing really good. So let's continue our discussion in JDBC client. In our previous example, we have learned how we can implement the insert SQL with the help of JDBC client. Now let's go to the select query. Okay, so let me show you what we have done in our previous video. We have taken the JDBC client and we have written this insert query, and because of that this data got entered into the table. Now what we are going to do is we are going to pass this title with this value here, so that I will get two records. That means list of records, list of rows, that we are going to do with the help of JDBC client today. Okay, so I am here in my service layer. Okay, bookmark service here, and I'm going to put the code in git, and I'm going to share the link guys, so you don't need to worry about the code. Let's try to understand this. So as I said, it's going to be list, and here it is nothing but title URL created at ID, right? This is presented here in this pojo. Okay, so simply use that bookmarks, and here select record. Okay, and I'm going to pass a string title here. Okay, now let's take that SQL. Okay, so this is nothing but select star, or you could select individual as well, not a big deal. Okay, so let me select individually ID, title, comma URL from, what is a table name? This is a table name. Okay, let's go with the same pattern we have given. ID, title, URL from table name, bookmarks, where title is equal to, no, you can keep something called like this. Okay, here JDBC client dot SQL of SQL statement here, Now let's add a param here called title with the value we have is title. Okay, now let's query this and convert this into bookmark dot class. So the thing but bookmarks dot class. Now let me list them. So this will return us list of bookmarks, right? This list of bookmarks we are going to return directly. So let me add a return statement here, and this is returning us that list of bookmarks. What we did, we simply created that SQL, and we have with the help of param we have added that particular this field is replaced with this value, and we have converted the result into bookmarks class, and we have written the list of items. Okay, this is nothing but my service layer. Now let me add a controller here. Okay, with the help of get mapping here, value is equal to get bookmark. Okay, here public list of bookmarks, something called get bookmark. Here string, let's say title. Let me import the get mapping directly here. Okay, and sorry, now list also we have importing from the util list. Now we have this service, right? So service dot select record based on the title, and this is nothing but returns. Okay, return the list of records. If server is up, let me close that server and rerun this application. Okay, in the meantime it's getting run. Let me prepare my okay, what we have missed, we have missed one item. Cool. Now let me close my server here. Here what we can do is select name here as a path param. Let's add path param of instead of name, let me take title. Path param of title, let's add something like this, and Spring Boot run. Let's run our application. In the meantime what I can do is I can set my postman properly, right? So let me duplicate this, and here let me add this title. Let me add that this is nothing but my get call, and what is a value, this is a value, right? REST client demo. So let me take that value here. If I click on this, now you could see we got list of records presented for the given name. What we did, we simply developed our SQL here, and we have used that SQL as part of JDBC client SQL, and we have added the params in order to send this title dynamically, and we have converted that into the Pojo, and we have listed them because there will be more than one record will be available for the given select. Okay, this is good. Now let me pass one here. Here we got nothing because we are using something like this, right? Or else we can use like this as well. I think let's do it in some other example. Okay, not a big deal, let's do it in some other example. Hello guys, it's me Karthik. Hope you guys are doing really good. So in this video we are going to take a delete example using JDBC client. In our previous videos what we have learned is with the help of JDBC client we have learned how we can perform insert operation and how we can perform select operation. Now let's get into the delete example directly. Okay, so let me go to the code and show you here. So this is nothing but our insert example and this is nothing but our select. Now let's do the delete. Okay, so for that public, let me take void as of now and delete record based on how. Okay, let me show you the data here. This is the bookmarks data. What I will do is I will pass title from the API. Let's say something like REST client demo, and it should remove those records, okay, which are matching with the given value in title, right? So for that purpose, let me take title. Okay, let's say one more thing as well, something like URL, so that I can show you two more items here. Okay, how we can pass on multiple params. Here we have learnt single param, but we'll see how we can pass on multiple params as well. So first build the SQL here. Okay, let's say like delete from table name is bookmarks table name. Okay, where here title is nothing but title, and okay, title is equal to title, and URL is equal to URL. Okay, so these are the column names, title and URL. We have these are the column names and these are the items that we are passing over here, right? Now this is nothing but my SQL here. Now JDBC client dot SQL I have, which is nothing but my SQL. Okay, now we have param. Okay, what is a param here? Param is nothing but title, which is coming from title. Now one more param we have, which is nothing but URL, which is coming from URL parameter, right? URL parameter. Okay, cool. Now what we need to do, we need to update this directly. Okay, I have added semicolon here. Okay, now let me okay, I'm getting little irritated, frustrated. No need to do that. Let's use this update. Okay, this should update the records here, and it will give us how many records got affected by this SQL. In this case, two records should be deleted if I pass on REST client demo and URL. Okay, I think one record because there were two. Okay, no issue. Let's do that directly here, and let me return a integer here. Let me add return statement over here. Cool, nice. Now let's prepare our controller directly here. Okay, so something like delete mapping we will have it, so let's use that delete mapping. Okay, value is equal to, let's say, get, not get, delete bookmark. Here let's add two things. Okay, title and URL. This way I can take a request body as well. I can take public int delete bookmark path variable title string title and Another path variable I have, which is nothing but URL, which is nothing but string URL. Okay, now I have both of them. What I can do is, let me add a return statement here, service dot delete, and here title and URL. Okay, I have both of them ready here. Now I can simply start my server here, and this is nothing but delete bookmark. So let me add it here, delete bookmark post, and here what is the SQL we have written? We have written AND statement, so there should be two matching, right? So title is this, and what is the value here? Let me take this. Okay, now let me click on send. Okay, this should be delete mapping it. Okay, now you could see one record got affected. If I execute this, one gone, one more is remaining, and if I pass on google.com/1, this should also be gone, only one should be there. Yep. So this is a small demo, guys, how we can perform the delete operation with the help of JDBC client. Here we have taken and, you can take or as well, not a big deal. Okay, yep, that's all from this tutorial. Hello guys, it's me Karthik. Hope you guys are doing really good. So in this video, we are going to talk about update example with the help of JDBC client. In our previous videos, we have learned three things, like how we can perform insert with the help of JDBC client, then we move to select, and then we move to delete. Now let's go to the update example. Okay, so here is the data in my table. I have one table, one record here. If you see here, for a given title of pen, I want to update this URL value. How can I do that? Let's see that example here. Okay, so here I am in my service layer, and I am going to put this in the git, so you don't need to worry about this. Okay, so let me take int here, update record. Okay, with the title, for the title we want a value of URL. Okay, here let's build our SQL first, because this is a major part in JDBC client. Update table name is bookmarks. Okay, set URL is equal to colon URL, where title is equal to title. Okay, now title is equal to title. Okay, now here we have JDBC client dot SQL we have, and what is the SQL? This is the SQL, and here what are the params we need to pass? There were two params actually. First one is URL, and the one is title. For URL, I am taking URL value. Okay, then another param we have, that is for title. Let me take title. What is the value? This is the title value we have, and let's update this. Okay, this update will return us number of records that got impacted, and that we are returning here. So let me use this return statement directly here. Now let's go to the controller and add this thing. Okay, so let me take this post example and try to update from there on. Okay, add bookmark we have. Now let's take update bookmark. Okay, now we have bookmarks as this, right? as a request body. Okay, update. Now what I can do is simply take service dot update here. Now we have bookmarks dot get title and bookmarks dot get URL. Okay, let's see the order here, title and URL. Yeah, cool. Okay, now this is our update operation which is up here. Now let me run this and show you the results. I mean, by the means of up, that means our application is developed. We are ready to, use this. So I hope you guys were clear here. We have taken the post mapping and here we are passing on that particular fields which needs to be updated based on the title. Okay, cool, nice. Now let me start my postman and set my postman things properly here. So here, I think here, yes. Okay, this is my postman. I don't care about this ID here. For the title pen, I wanted to update the URL as, let's say, like www.pen.com. Okay, now I hope my server is up and running here. Yep, it is up. Now let me click on send. Now you could see one record got updated. Let me show here. This is google.com, but if I click, now it is a pen.com. Now if I keep something like title, that is not existing, so zero records were there with that requirement, with that filter condition. Okay, so I hope this is useful for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hello guys, it's me Karthik. Hope you guys are doing really good. So we are discussing about the JDBC client. We have learned update, delete, select and insert. Now in this tutorial we are going to understand how we can develop the custom mapper. Okay, so let's get into the problem statement by showing you the code directly. Okay, so until now what we did is we have the, let's say, like select record, where we have applied that select filter condition and return the list of records of bookmarks type. This is a pojo here. Here id title URL is there, which is actually in the same name of db column names, which is okay. But in my requirement they are different names and there will be couple of fields that I might not use. So how can I do that? Let's do that scenario in this tutorial. So let me take another pojo, let's say like bookmark custom, uh, bookmark custom, let's say bookmark custom. That should be sufficient here. Okay, now let's add two things: private string bookmark title. Now private string bookmark URL. Okay, now let's add at the rate data. Now all args constructor, no args constructor. Cool, right? Now let's go to the service here. Before implementing something, let's do one thing called, I think this should be comes after the class. Yes, okay, that is a public class, this is a normal class. Okay, class custom, let me keep it as bookmark custom mapper, which implements row mapper here, row mapper of, let's say, that bookmark custom that we have created just now, right? So bookmark custom, since we are implementing this interface called row mapper, we need to implement this guy row map, right? Map row. So that it is showing here, implement a method here. Okay, here what you can do, you could see here, right? Bookmark custom return type, it is asking from here, right? So what you can do is simply use new bookmark custom of rs dot get get string of title, and also rs dot get string of url, because we have those fields here, title and url, right? So those we have defined here. That bookmark custom we are returning over here. Now let's use that, or let's update the existing piece of code. So let's say like I have this bookmark here, right? So instead of, so what we are doing a select based on the title and we are returning the bookmarks, right? No, I don't want to do that. What I want to do is I wanted to return list of bookmark custom. Okay, so what I need to do, bookmark custom here. Now query it with new bookmark custom mapper. Okay, that's all I have. This is a custom mapper, and this will return me what, bookmark custom, that is this. Okay, now there is a related problem in my get mapping because of this return type. So let me update that return type. That's all we are doing. Okay, so what we did is simply use the already existing select class. By using that select class and by passing the title here, instead of converting to the previous bookmarks where we have that id, title and url, I am only using, here we are returning 3, but I am only using 2 here. Okay, I am omitting the third one. Okay, that's fine, no issue. And I am converting to the custom mapper, that we are returning the list here. Okay, cool. In case if my server is up and running, let me close that and rerun this, so the changes will get reflected properly. And here this is nothing but my select class based on the title, right? So let me open my okay, get, and here what is that, controller is bookmark based on the title. This is a get bookmark. What is the title? We have title, value I can send is pen, so let me send pen. Okay, anything else? No, right? Cool. Now click on send here. Now you could see, even though, now you could see we got this pojo properly, right? Even though the column fields are different, with the help of custom mapper we could able to adjust that, right? Cool. That's what I would like to show as part of today's tutorial. Hello guys, it's me Karthik. Hope you guys are doing really good. So in this video we are going to talk about count example with the help of JDBC client. We are building this JDBC client playlist, guys. Okay, so I hope you guys have watched a few of my videos on the same playlist where we have implemented custom mapper, update example with the JDBC client, delete example, select example, insert example we have seen. Okay, now let's go to the count example. Okay, so now you could see here I have a table called bookmarks table. In bookmarks table I have that data here. Okay, so for a given title of pen I have 3 records. If I execute this I will get 3 records, right? How can I get this? How can I implement this count with the help of JDBC client? We are going to see now. Okay, so I am here in the bookmark service, and you don't need to worry about the code, guys. I am going to upload this in Git and share you the link. Okay, so let me take a public variable called public int let me take a long type because I'm not sure how many records we will get in real time. Okay, only for this example we got 3, but in real time it could be long, bigger number, right? That's why I have taken the long here. Okay, now count record we have, and here we are searching based on the title, right? So that is of string type, so let me take that. Now let's build that example, which is nothing but string sql is equal to select count star from table name is bookmarks, is a table name where title is equal to title. Okay, this is my title, and JDBC client dot sql, that is a sql we have developed, and we have one parameters to send here, right? So let me add that param here, key value pair. So key is my title, not nothing but this is my title. Okay, this field will be replaced by the field in parameters. This is a field. Okay, that is again a title. Now here this is important, here we have query because this is a nothing but a this is nothing but what, this is nothing but our select, right? So query, we need to tell to which class we need to typecast this. Okay, this is nothing but our long dot class. Okay, once we have done that, what we need to do is let's use this single. That means it will return that how many records are there on that. So let me use a return statement here. Now let's go to the bookmark controller and add a get call here. So I have a get call already. Let me try to use that, like get bookmarker count bookmark, and count to bookmark based on the title, and we have the long, right? So let me use that long here, and in our service what we have is count to record based on the title. Okay, I hope you guys have understood until here, right? If you not, let me know in a comment section so that I can help you more on this. And also, if you are not subscribed to my channel, I will strongly recommend you guys to consider subscribing. Okay, now here if I have to explain one more time, you could see here I have built the SQL, which is very important thing. Then I have set my parameters properly. Then I have typecast my result type to that particular type long, and with the help of single I'm going to get how many records getting impacted. Okay, now if you see here, count bookmark is my endpoint, right? Count bookmark based on the title. Okay, this is my endpoint of get type. If I click on get, now you could see 3 records were there with a given condition. If I click on pen 1, 0 records will be there because there were no records with that particular title, right? Yep, so that's all I would like to show as part of this tutorial, guys.